Hey guys, welcome back. So we're gonna do another keto what I eat in a day, and I think like I mentioned in my last video, I'm down to like 2 meals a day just cause, and maybe like a snack or two in between, just cause I'm honestly just not hungry that early in the morning. So kind of transition naturally into the intermittent fasting. So it is actually the afternoon already, so I'm about to make my breakfast a lunch. Plus I said I'm not really a breakfast person anyway, so I prefer to skip to lunch. Today for breakfast we're gonna make keto approved huevos con jamón. So that is eggs and ham in a tortilla, and I'll show you how I learned how to do the keto tortilla. Or there's a couple different options you guys can get out there, but an inexpensive easy one is to make one out of cheese. So let's get started first on our tortilla, so while we prep everything else that can get made and stuff. Alright, so for the tortillas, just going to go ahead and use some low moisture cheese, and I just do something basic. So I just use the low moisture mozzarella cheese. You can mix up your cheeses though, make a blend. You can add some seasonings. Maybe I'll start doing that a little bit later, but just for something simple and easy, and for measurement purposes, for those of you who are using the MyFitnessPal app and stuff like that, just so you can keep track. This is the mozzarella cheese from Kirkland, so it actually comes in a 2-pack. What is this, like 2.5 pounds or something? And for the nutritions, about a serving size is like a 1/4 cup, so it's 80 calories. So we're doing about half a cup, so double that. So therefore, I would say maybe I'm only gonna do 1 tortilla. That's honestly all I need to. I feel like really full off of that. So I'm gonna do that, and it's like just a little bit over a half a cup, and I'm putting this on parchment paper specifically. Once again, let me emphasize parchment paper. I will link down below the video where I kind of learned the tortillas as well, and when I was actually trying to do a trial tortilla right now, and my dumb self forgot about the parchment paper, and I did aluminum foil. So at least parchment paper or a non-stick aluminum foil, because I used just regular aluminum foil and the tortilla will stick to your aluminum foil. So learn from me, don't be like me, but if you do it, guess what, you're not going to do it again after that. So really quick and easy, and I'm actually going to put this in my toaster oven just because it's just quicker, faster. I feel like I waste less energy that way, especially if maybe you have a gas oven as well. This way, you're not using up gas and stuff, but I feel like it just takes so much time to fire up the regular oven. So now you can just go ahead and throw your cheese tortilla into the toaster oven. If you basically want to save energy, if you want to make multiple ones, go ahead and use your regular oven. But if it's just you, like a lot of times it's just me, I'll just do that. And then I'm setting it to 350 on bake, and it should take 10 minutes. Mine, honestly, have been taking like 15 minutes or more. So I would say put it around the 10-minute mark. Check it depending on, I guess, your wattage of your toaster oven, but mine has been 15, so I'm going to check it around 15 minutes. Super simple too. And the rest is actually super simple too. So now we're going to take our ham, if you know, Krakus ham, the Polish ham. Oh, it's sliced Polish honey ham. Is that what it is? And eggs is pretty much what we're going to do. So last time I think I did about 4 slices of ham for both of us, but I don't really need that much. So I'm honestly only going to take about 3 slices this time. And we're going to find that perfect ratio. So if this is for 2 people, if it was just for me, I'd probably really only need like 1 slice. But what we're going to do, you can use your fancy little cutting board, but I'm just to wash one less thing. And I'll just use this plate anyway. I'm just going to cut it on here. Just cut those slices up. And that's pretty much it. Now for the eggs, I'm just going to go ahead and take 4 eggs. And I'm going to scramble them in a bowl. Okay, so there's definitely been, I've seen how normal people scramble eggs and how psychopaths scramble eggs. So I need to scramble it in a bowl. I don't know how people put it in the egg straight into the pan with whatever else they have going on, or just by itself, and then scramble it. I'm like, what the hell? What team are you? Do you scramble it, pre-scramble in a bowl and then into the pan? Or are you a savage and scramble it directly into the pan? Alright, so next what I'm going to do, I'm going into my pan, and I'm going to take some, you can choose if you want to do virgin olive oil, you can do butter. I'm going to do avocado oil just to get some more healthy fats in. And probably about that much, probably less. And we're gonna let the pan heat up. Alright, so now that my pan has heated up, I'm gonna go ahead and put the jamon. Let that start cooking. Alright, so as you guys can see, just took out my first tortilla. This is about a little bit over half a cup. About half a cup, I would say. This is a pretty big tortilla, so half a cup would be like a great size in the toaster oven. It took me about maybe 15 minutes or so, so maybe traditional oven, a little bit less time. For my second tortilla, I might do a little bit higher, just so I can save some time, but I'm going to let this guy cool off for a bit while the rest of my breakfast cooks. And let me just show you guys how I make my keto coffee, in case you guys missed it in my last episode video. But I switched it up just a little bit, but let your, tortilla kind of cool off somewhere else, and then it can easily come off of the parchment paper. Alright, real quick for my keto coffee, just going in with regular black coffee, and then I'm going to take a tablespoon of Swerve sweetener, pretty much tablespoon. And then I'm running low. MCT oil, I did order some more, so it should be coming this week. So I might have to double up on something else. But about a tablespoon of, or whatever is left of that, into my coffee. And then we're going to go in with some organic coconut oil. And a tablespoon of that. And I switched. So before I was using heavy whipping cream, so now I'm doing unsweetened almond milk. And there's a pack of 3 at Costco that you can get. So we drink a lot of coffee. So I'm going to do about a little over 2 tablespoons just because I need it. And you're just going to go ahead and stir that up just so you guys can see nice and greasy looking with that coconut oil. Some people put butter, some people put ghee for like a super ultimate fat bomb, but I don't know, I haven't tried that yet. Maybe soon, but I heard it's an acquired taste. Alright, so now we've got the ham, and I like to get mine kind of colored caramelized, and then all we gotta do is go ahead and add the eggs. Feel free to add however much ham you want depending on your calorie intake, if you're kind of trying to like lose weight on this. And then we're gonna go ahead, just add a little bit of salt, because there's like a lot of salt on the ham anyway, so just to salt the egg a little bit. And we're gonna let that cook. Alright, so now your huevos con jamon, your egg and ham, not green, should look like this, and that's pretty much it. So now let's go ahead and check out our tortillas and put it in there. And if you want to go ahead and make it keto, put a little avocado on the side, put avocado in your taco. Delicious. You can make your tortillas a little bit smaller if you want, but this way I only need 1 tortilla. I can put the rest of it on the side if I want, just with a fork. Get a little avocado, but it's very, very delicious. So now we have our professional taste tester, Frankie, right here, who's going to get in frame a little bit. Oh, he wants hot sauce. He can have hot sauce on his own. What hot sauce would you recommend with this?
Cholula.
Cholula, yeah, right. Why don't we just buy Cholula? Or you can use Frank's Red Hot's, very keto friendly. You guys can do that. So we're gonna go ahead and have our lunch/breakfast, and I'll see you guys later for dinner. All right, it is at dinner time, but before, I just wanted to mention what I did do. I had another cup of my keto coffee, but as you saw, ran out of MCT oil. So same thing, just no extra MCT oil. So hopefully that comes in soon. And we actually snacked on some snacks that we really like are the pecans. Once again, pecans, however you guys want to say it, but these are the ones from Costco. So these are gonna last us a while. So I would say measure these out. I would say usually a serving is about 1/4 cup. And I would say just be careful with your nuts in general, because more than anything, calorie wise, it can kind of add up. So pecans are a good one though. And in case you guys are curious, the other one that we also picked up specifically from Costco, because you know they're banking on the keto craze, is this Keto Snack mix. So this one has macadamias, pecans, pepitas, which I think is sunflower seeds, almonds, and cheese balls. So this is like a nice little fun mix one that you can pick up at Costco as well. So these are some good snacks in between meals. For dinner, what we're gonna do, something simple, super easy, and a way you can kind of mix it up, have a little bit of fun with it, is to make some salmon. And I'll kind of talk about some easy, quick ways you guys can do it, but I'm gonna show you a fun, kind of yummy way. Maybe get some, you know, little creamy sauce in there. Super quick though, nice like meal to have, and you know, you're having a little bit of salmon. So let's get started with the salmon recipe. In case you guys are curious, this is the salmon that I get from Aldi, and if you can, you want to get wild caught as much as possible over like farm. So wild caught pink salmon. This is a 2-pound family bag. They have smaller bags too if you just maybe want to try it out, or you want to mix up the different meats for the week. But this one is skin on, boneless, and they're individually wrapped. So if you guys want to check them out, all I did was I took some out. I took 2, one for me, one for Frankie, and I defrosted them. They are really quick to defrost too, so in case you wanted something quick. All we're going to do to prep this is add a little bit of salt and pepper. So pink salt if possible, and some pepper. And then these are the ingredients that we're going to need for the sauce. Just a little bit of heavy whipping cream, some garlic, some parsley, and some lemon. So let's go on over to the stove. So as you can see, I've got my veggies steaming there. They usually take a while. Today I'm doing broccoli. You can do asparagus. You can do mixed. These are fresh from when I had my beef and broccoli, so I figured I'd use those first, or you can use your frozen. Here in the pan, I went ahead and added about 2 tablespoons of avocado oil. Get those fats in. And just letting that swirl. It's pretty heated up now, so what I'm going to do, I actually did salt and pepper the other side because I want to cook it skin side down first. And we're gonna let that cook a couple minutes each side, and then we are going to flip it. And this is honestly, if that's all you want to do is just salt and pepper your salmon, you can totally do that. What you can also do, one more step, you can cook it with some lemon juice, or step number 2, you can cook it after, you know, you kind of have it there. You can add some butter and some lemon juice, but I'm going to show you an even yummier way that you can add as an option, either on it or on the side for, you know, whoever wants to try it. So let's let this cook. All right, a couple minutes. I'm going to go ahead and flip it. And just remember, fish cooks a lot quicker than meat, so it really doesn't take that much time, maybe 4 to 5 minutes each side. Wait till it kind of gets flaky. That's how you know it's finished. Or until you guess and you're like, yeah, I think that's about right. You'll learn kind of. So we're going to let the other side cook real quick. Alright, so I did a little flake off check, and it's starting to flake off easily. So basically I did like 5 minutes each side. Pretty high. I lowered it a little bit. So now what we're going to do is remove the salmon. Looks a little like that. Turning the heat down to medium. And I'm going to add in some garlic. So this is going to be for the sauce now. And this is about 3 cloves of garlic. Well, probably a little bit more, because whenever, let me know if you're the same. Whenever there's a recipe and they say garlic, 2 cloves, I was like, okay, so add 2 more, or, you know. So this was like 1 major clove, a regular clove, and 2 regular cloves. So it's probably about 4. If you like garlic, do you. Feel free to sprinkle some garlic on the salmon if you want. We're just going to let that cook without, like, you know, browning too much, so you don't want the heat on too high. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some heavy whipping cream. Usually you would do about 1 cup, but this is about all I had. Honestly, you don't need that much. So, but if you can, I would do about a cup of it. I think the recipe was originally like 1/4 cup, but I didn't even need that much. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of lemon juice. So about 2 tablespoons. I'll probably do a little bit less since I'm using a little bit less heavy whipping cream. Mix that in there. And then this is going to come down to personal preference, but salt and pepper to taste. You can kind of taste test it as you go along. But essentially what you want to do is kind of leave this on there so it kind of thickens a little bit. And, you know, if you have more, it'll probably take just a little bit longer, but I'm using a little bit less. So I'm just stirring that and letting it kind of thicken up a little bit. And that's pretty much it for the sauce. So we're going to go on over and prepare our plate. All right, let's go ahead and plate. So we've got our little sauce on the side, and you can serve it on the side for who's ever picky. Gonna add some on the bottom. Okay, we can add the sauce on the bottom. You should have a little bit more, and then we can add your little salmon steak right there. And sometimes I like to drizzle, you know, some on the top. If you want to get fancy chop style, I like to add a little lemon on top for your presentation. And then we have our steamed veggies here. So, and then of course we're gonna have a side of avocado, because why not? Ooh, don't forget the parsley for some garnish. Oh, look at that, Instagram worthy. Instapic, boom. You got your little plated dinner and you look like a chop champion. All right, so that's a dinner. You can do a little bit more salmon if you want. You can add different veggies, maybe a little bit more avocado, depending on, you know, what your fat intakes are looking like for the day. But this is what we're gonna eat for dinner. Really, really good. If you want, you can skip the cream sauce, just do some salt and pepper, or some salt and pepper and lemon. Lemon just makes everything better. But this is what we're gonna have for a dinner. Something else you can do too is I have some leftover spinach, artichoke, and spinach dip. If you wanted to, you can drizzle some on top of the broccoli as well. Do you, whatever you want, but this is what we're gonna have. And then don't forget one other thing. Wanted to mention, don't forget, I've been drinking a lot of water throughout the day, especially when you first start keto or whatever. But I feel like when I kind of really get into it, sometimes you can get headaches, I feel like. So drinking a lot more water than usual is really good. So a couple of these. I like to have a water bottle that I usually have. It's like a 20 ouncer. And on the regular, I usually have like at least 3 of those, at least. Usually a little bit more. But don't forget to drink your water. Add a little bit of salt. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's keto, what I eat in a day. This salmon with cream sauce is a great way to convince a picky person coming from a former picky person on how to really get into the salmon. If you want to add a little bit more sauce to kind of cover it up a little bit, but it's easy, it's delicious, something you can do on the fly, mix it up if you do actually really love salmon, and you can get it from Aldi. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to keep up with all of my other videos, beauty and keto, and I'll see you guys next time.